Hi everyone, it's Gene Calderon here with another apologetics teaching that we'll be sharing on Thursday, which brings us to what we call Theology Thursday. This is the day where we take a look at God and his attributes and try to understand who he is, who we are in relation to that, and how this all might make sense and how this all might work in understanding the God that we claim to worship. Today's attribute that we want to look at is basically God's eternity. We say that God is an eternal being, that he has no beginning and no end. And so that would be hard for us to be able to comprehend because we, as finite creatures or creatures that have a beginning and will eventually have an end, at least in this physical life, it's hard for us to understand something that exists beyond that because we can never experience that. So it means that God has existed before time. Why? Because he created time. So is God timeless or does God transcend time? Because if God is timeless, then he cannot exist in time. Time would just be his creation. But if God is within time, then he exists every moment before and after time. So some people argue that they don't believe in time. And I had a student say that to me once, and I just looked at him and said, and when did you start believing that? Because they would have to apply time to that. See, it doesn't make sense to say we don't believe in time because we all need time in order to exist. In fact, time can't exist without matter. Matter can't exist without space. Space can't exist without time. It's one of those general relativities of Einstein that we understand must be true. So what is time? Time is the duration according to an earlier and a later. So when we're talking about time, we're basically talking about a duration that happens before something earlier and something later. That's something we use as measurement. Now, the question we have to ask is, does God experience a past, a present, or a future? Because if he's timeless, then no, he doesn't experience that. But if he is within time, then yes, he would be able to experience time itself. But how can God outside of time enter into time? God is an omniscient being, not a temporal one. And so this is going to have a huge effect on how he relates to time. And I know this is a tricky attribute. It's tricky for me to explain it, okay? But this is why we're going to take a couple of sessions to get into this idea about God and time within the next couple of weeks of Theology Thursday. How does God relate to time? If he existed before he created time, then how is he able to enter into that or out? And so we'll take a look at that. But we do know that God is beyond time. That means he has no beginning or end, reason being because time did not exist until he created it. And if it didn't exist, he cannot come into being as far as time goes, as far as duration goes. And so we can't measure how long God has been here. We can't measure the time of God because time did not exist. He's not contained within a duration of time. And so that's how we understand it. That's what we're going to look at when it comes to understanding God. And we'll continue on this more in the next couple of Theology Thursdays where we will look at God and how he relates to time and vice versa. It's going to get a little tricky, but I think we can explain it in a little bit better way for us to at least understand how God and time relate. And also get rid of some bad arguments when it comes to God and time. So I hope this helps you. This is Gene Calderon with Apologetics Ministries. You can follow me at Freedom Church at East Chicago, where I serve, and Ratio Christi at Purdue University Northwest, or Lake County Right to Life, where we do have student groups and teaching and training on that topic. Or if you'd like to be able to subscribe to our YouTube channel, you can hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell. You'll get updates and notices when we post new videos. This is all meant to share and to help Northwest Indiana. Or if you'd like to invite me personally to a student group or a church group or anything like that on any particular topic, some of the major questions out there, I usually have a presentation already ready to go on many, many different topics. So just reach out and see what we can do, if we could partner together or help in any way. Or if you'd like to support a local missionary, that is what I am with Ratio Christi at Purdue University Northwest. I am sent to the university to try to reach and train students to be able to understand and defend their faith, and also reach out to skeptical students who may not have a correct understanding of the Christian worldview, but hopefully reach them with the love of Jesus and the understanding that we are living by truth. And that truth is where we put our faith. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps you. Be sure to click and like and follow us in any way possible. We're here to serve. God bless you. Thank you for watching.